Are we ready? All right. Call this to order. This is our 6:30 p.m. public hearing starting at 7:42 p.m. because our earlier public hearing ran over. This public hearing concerns the 2022 tax budget. Since we have most everyone here now, Mr. Porter, why don't you call the roll for this hearing, if you would, please?
Okay, Mr. James?
Here.
Mr. LaBarbera?
Here.
Mr. Wheaton?
Present.
All right. So, what do we have?
In your package, you have the resolution, and then attached to it the tax budget, all of the items that we will send down to the county. You'll note that this was advertised in the paper as required, and the package is complete with the normal things that Hamilton County requires. I also left on your desktop there a recap. I just kind of rolled up all the numbers just to give you an idea. The format that the county wants us to submit is different than the format from our computer system or that we typically would do. So this is just a basic roll-up to show you where it stands right now. Keep in mind that the tax budget at this time is really more of a exercise in making sure we set the revenues, and the county agrees with that. And the county probably in about 3 weeks is going to send us a letter kind of saying this is what we think your property tax revenues will be. I think in Hamilton County they rarely comment on the other revenues, so we'll see what that does, and when we get that letter we'll make the adjustments. Basically, I think we've been conservative on the revenues. The expense side is still requiring some work, although it works in this budget if it really came out that way. So it's requiring some work, especially in the area of the departments, which would be, the big one would be fire department and the general fund, where we're still getting a handle on our spending. And since we're able now to view what happens with the spending and the requisitions in live every day, I think we'll have a better idea when we get to December. I think that the expense budget will be different than this, assuredly, because we'll have more history of 2021, and we'll want to come back and say, here's what we think about the budget now. But for the purposes of what we have to submit to the county at this time in mid-year, I think that the documents are in order. I think Mr. Porter has looked at them, and I believe they're acceptable to you at this point.
That's correct.
Does this tax budget take into account anticipated funding from the American Rescue Plan yet? Do we know those final numbers?
It does not.
Okay.
Does not.
All right. All right. Anyone have any questions, comments, concerns? Anyone from the public have any questions, comments, or concerns as to the tax budget? All right. In that case, anything we need to do here, or we'll approve
No,
it at
you
the
can
regular
close
meeting?
the hearing, and then
All right.
I'll ask you to approve this.
We will